welcome to another episode on Escapes with TK. Today I will not be doing a podcast version of this particular video, and I just felt like I needed to have a heart-to-heart with my community, if you know what I mean. Now, it goes without saying that it's really tough, guys, hey? Financially, things are difficult for many people, and I put up a post on social media where I really said, sometimes we need to think about making tough decisions in order for us to achieve the financial goals that we want to achieve. And when I did that post on social media, I really was thinking and feeling, one, very vulnerable financially, and two, I felt like sometimes we really need to make the sacrifices required for us to achieve the goals that we want to do. It could be in the form of you leaving a career that no longer works for you. It could be leaving a relationship that no longer works for you, a friendship, family relationship. It could be you cutting down on living expenses. It could be you literally letting go of a particular lifestyle in order for you to achieve what you want to achieve. So in this particular video, I just wanted to allow you guys into a bit of my space and how the last 12 months have been. So I left my job almost 12 months ago, my corporate job. It really was a great job. The salary was decent, the benefits were amazing, and I took a leap of faith to really focus on building my business as a personal finance coach and building my business as a financial wellness advocate and a content creator. Now, obviously, I always say if you are going to leave your job, always have a plan. We talk about having savings. We talk about having an exit plan. We talk about having systems and ideas in place for you to kick off. Now, while that is easy to say and do for some people, like myself, it also comes with a lot of challenges that we don't really talk about. The one thing I want to talk about today, besides the financial vulnerability, is I want to talk about the lessons I've learned as an entrepreneur or on my entrepreneurial journey. One is you can have a plan and have a plan of that plan and a plan C and a plan D. Things don't always go according to plan. So I have had to learn to adjust. I have had to learn to believe in myself. I have had to learn to trust my instincts and sometimes just let go of certain things. The second thing that I've learned on my journey as an entrepreneur is cash flow management. Many a time, personal finance coaches will say, or business coaches will say, cash flow is king, or cash flow management is king. I've had lessons where I have done the work, invoiced, but hadn't been paid. And the mistake I have made was to think that because I've invoiced, the money will be paid as per the plan. That, my dear friends, is not always the case. And that, if you don't know it, could leave you financially vulnerable. The third thing that I have learned on my journey is you will lose family, you will lose friends, and that entrepreneurship is actually a very lonely journey. Lonely in the sense that you have to put in the work to build, and sometimes it requires time, it requires resources, and the people that were there before may not necessarily understand the journey and may not get what it is that you're building, and therefore slowly but surely those friendships will wither away. But the beautiful thing about that as well is you have the opportunity to also make new friends, which is really something I had not considered in a while. The other thing that I wanted to talk about in this video where I'm ranting, sorry, I'm literally all over the show and I'm getting emotional as I'm speaking, is sometimes you really have to let go of certain things in order for you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. For me, it has been, which was a very difficult decision, but a necessary decision. So growing up, the idea of being a homeowner or having a mortgage has been a dream for many people, and a lot of us aspire to that. So having left my job, it then meant that I still had to keep my house, but still pay for it. And one of the sacrifices I had to make in order for me to really focus on building my business and literally relieving myself of the stress from a cash flow perspective was deciding to let go of my house. What I mean by letting go of my house is I decided to rent it out, not necessarily sell it. So I then decided to rent it out to a few people who rented it out, and I did not realize just how attached I was to that house. I did not realize just how emotionally invested I was to that house. Though it made financial sense, this was my home for the last 5 years. This was a safe space I would come home to. And I found myself really sad to have made that sacrifice. Though I knew what the goal was, though I knew what I wanted to achieve by letting go of that house, and it made me realize that so many people are letting go of relationships, are letting go of businesses, careers, and it's not always as easy as we make it seem. And with this sacrifice also came the financial aspects of it as well. It then meant that I had to do renovations on the house to get it ready for my tenants to move in. And at some point, I literally did not have any money in my account. I speak about personal finances. I speak about managing your finances properly as an adult. And I found myself as a finance bachelor with literally no money in my account. There was a plan. There really was a plan to get the renovations done within budget, on time. But as life happens, it did happen. And it got me thinking about a lot of things. It got me thinking about people who don't necessarily have the knowledge or the resources that I'm privileged to have, and how they deal with financial shocks, how they deal with loss of income. It got me thinking about people who don't have jobs, who don't have a steady income. How do they cope? And the reason I'm doing this video is just to show you guys that even people who know how to manage money, or should know how to manage money, also go through difficult times. And it's also to say to people who are going through the most that it's okay to go through the most. The feelings, the emotions, the hurt, the disappointment, the vulnerability, the insecurity you're feeling as a human being is valid. So whoever you are watching this video, if you feel like giving up on your finances, don't do it. Keep going. Easier said than done. If you feel like life is unfair, if you feel like your family or friends don't understand, and if you feel like things are just not working out for you, my message to you today is your feelings are valid, but remember what it is that you want to achieve. If you need to let go of certain things, if you need to make changes where necessary, make them. And it will not be easy to make those changes. Trust you me, it will not be easy. But remember what it is that you want to achieve. For me, I left my job. I'm doing what I'm doing because I have a goal and I have a dream. So that dream keeps me going. It's not always easy. I have my bad days. I cry, I scream, I go to therapy. So my message to you today is keep on going. Those feelings are valid, but do not get stuck in them. Where necessary, ask for help, get up and take it one day at a time. Again, I had no money in my account. That was a shocker for me, but I had to quickly pull myself to myself, think about the next step, and get the work done. It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible. So if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling vulnerable, if you're feeling like it's not worth it, my message to you is do not give up. Get up and take it one day at a time. If you like this video, leave a comment and let me know what you're feeling. Petrol prices are high, interest rates are high. Opportunities in Lesotho for many are almost non-existent. It's easy to feel like you're giving up. So let me know how you're feeling below. And if you have a financial crisis, I have a number of videos and articles where I share tips and ideas on how to navigate your finances. Do not suffer in silence. Do not suffer in silence, rather. And keep on believing in your dreams and working towards them. Share this video with somebody who needs it and give them a hug. Be kind. Love. Peace.